just about 20. Oh, for fuck's sake. I really hate doing these intros. It's just starting off. I'm alright once I get started. It's the beginning bit. Like, what do you say? Like, how do you start yourself off? I need a catchphrase. What could the catchphrase be? Pull it out, push it in. Gotta be like a Brucey catchphrase, isn't it? Pull it out, push it in. Look, it's something like, you know, shut that door, but not shut that door because that's been taken. Push it out, push it in. Enough. Anyway, it is, what's the time? It's 20 to 10, and I'm off to do a little ceiling repair on a job. I've only seen the photo of this job, so I'm hoping it's as small as it looks on the photo. Husband just put his foot through the loft, probably getting decorations out, and he's just dislodged the joint, so hopefully it's just a case of screwing the joint back up, bit of scrimmage, bit of skimmage, job done. So it's only 10 minutes on the road from me as well, so I'll take you there and I'll show you once we're on the job. So as you can see, there's not much really. I think that ceiling looks like it's got a bit of a bow coming on in it, and I'm not getting involved with trying to remove that. So obviously I'm just patching it in. That's all they asked for, is a quick ceiling repair. So yeah, all I've done is just raked out the loose from that joint, filled it with bonding, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that bonding should go off, because it's old, that bag. They were literally giving it away in the builders merchants because it was out of date, and that was about 2 months ago. So I grabbed a couple of bags of that. So hopefully that will go off pretty quickly, and then I can just skim over the top of it. So obviously I filled in that with the bonding, put a load of scrim on it just to keep it tightened up. I was going to start firing screws through into the joists above it, but do you know what, since I went through that water pipe on the other job, which is on the playlist somewhere, I'm absolutely paranoid about putting screws into things that I don't know what's above anymore. And sod's law, you know, it's going to be like little Sunday job, little quick easy earner. You go and put a big drywall screw through, and suddenly you hear the dreaded sound, and then you see the drips coming out. And I just thought, you know what, I'm not going that far today. I'm just going to do it with bonding and scrim, and that'll do. That'll hold that back. There's no movement in that ceiling. It's not bouncing up and down. I think it's literally only a couple of handfuls, that's all I need. So I've just got some time to kill now. I've got that finish on, and that's going to take a while to pick up. So I thought I'd just sit here and have a bit more chat, just tell you what's going on. And do you know what? Since doing these videos, I watch other people's YouTube now. I just watch the way they film and the way they edit. And what always makes me laugh is that obviously everyone's trying to look professional, and there's this sort of fashion at the minute for, I suppose it started on TV, is that when someone's speaking to the camera like I am, it can suddenly cut to where they're not even looking at the camera. There's like another camera filming them sideways. I don't know if that gives them a sense of importance or that there's more cameras about, but I don't think it's very engaging for an audience. I feel like you want to be spoken to, not from a side angle. Anyway, I just thought I'd point it out because I think it looks absolutely ridiculous and very pretentious. But anyway, yeah, back to the main thing. Yeah, so that patch is going on. Just used my normal multi-finish for that. I didn't have no half-time. I've completely run out of that stuff. I don't use half-time a lot. I'm getting older now. I don't really need to be speeding plaster up. But talking of plaster, I've gone and ordered myself 10 bags of the Pure Finish plaster. British Gypsum Pure Finish, but it doesn't seem to exist in any builder's merchant that I ever go into. So I found a builder's merchant online, not too far away from me. And they're doing free delivery, which is fantastic. I did find somewhere else that delivered it, but they wanted about 70 odd quid to deliver it. So I thought, yeah, stuff that. So I found this other builder's merchant. They're delivering it for nothing. And the plaster's a bit dearer. It's 16 quid a bag. Now, what I've read on Pure Finish is that it's meant to be, the word pure is it purifies the air somehow. I don't know if it's just a gimmick or what. But I do watch another plasterer use it. I don't know if any of you watch Dam's TV with Damo. He does a lot of the conservatories, these sort of warm roofs that they're putting on conservatories, and he always seems to skim it in the Pure Finish, and he says it's just a really nice finish. So I'm going to start trying to use that actually. So I've ordered 10 bags. I've got a job in January coming up, which is a job I really want to get right. I know the people very well, and they're quite tall ceilings, you know. It's a big older house, so ceilings and walls are tall. So the last thing I want to do is be struggling with epoxy batch and multi-finish, trying to chase that and get that right. So I thought I'd spend the extra money, get some Pure Finish in, and try that out. So hopefully that might be here this week, I'm hoping. So I should have a chance to test it out before Christmas. So stay tuned to my little channel if you want to see Pure Finish in action, and I'll give you a little review on that, what I feel. At the minute, anything's got to be better than this multi-finish. It's so hit and miss, and I can't be taking chances on stuff like that. It's all right on a little patch like that if you want to go off quick, that's fair enough. But on a big wall or a big ceiling, I'm not going to take a chance. So I'd rather spend another, another 5 or 6 quid on a bag at 16 quid. Well, it depends where you go. If I go to Wickes, I think I get it for just under a tenner a bag. If I go to my local Hughes Grey, or what used to be Ridgeons, even with my so-called account, it's still charging 12.5 quid a bag for multi. So I try not to get it from there. I've asked them to get, if they do Pure Finish, they don't seem like they're really interested from what I could gather at the counter. So Pure Finish at 16 quid a bag. It's not so bad. You've only got to stick another few quid on every job, and suddenly that's paying for itself then. So if I like the Pure Finish, once I've used these 10 bags up, I'll just do the same. I'll just keep ordering 10 bags, and I'll just keep them in my garage, and that way I haven't got to keep going to Wickes then. Anyway, fingers crossed. Let's hope this ceiling's picked up in there, and I'll go and get this trailed up. Well, second coated, then trailed up. So that is another little job off the list. Oh, what's that on my phone? What's that on my face? What's that on my face, man? Right, so that is another little job off the list. It is now 10 past 12. I got there at 10, so 2 hours, 10 minutes. That's a lovely little job out of the way. They're happy. And it clears the diary a bit. So tomorrow, where am I tomorrow? I'm back on the job what I was on yesterday actually, just painting them alcoves. It just needs, you know, another coat and the final sharpening up of everything. So I'll be there tomorrow. Tuesday, I think I'm fitting doors, and then Wednesday and Thursday this goes in for MOT. So I might pot about indoors somewhere. I might even put the Christmas lights up. I might do a bit of a Chevy Chase and put a load of Christmas lights up. But anyway, thanks for watching this. Thanks for all you new subscribers, and if you do like it, please hit the old subscribe button. I know that sounds like a right old cliche, but it literally costs you nothing, but it does wonders for us. It really does. And it just inspires you to let you know that what you're doing is you know, entertaining people, and people are enjoying watching it. The channel is predominantly plastering and decorating, but I never know what I might take on. Depends what I'm in the mood for. So that's why the channel is called Plaster, Paint and More. So most of it is plastering, which I've been doing since, yeah, I learned to plaster in 1988. So that's what an old relic I am. So got lots of experience in it. I mean, back in them days, we didn't even have there was no such thing as an electric mixer. It was all done by hand, you know, a bit of stick and a podger. Even the sand and cement back then was, you know, a shovel on a board outside. People didn't really have mixers and things like that. And no bucket trail either. I don't remember any such thing as a bucket trail when I was young, because basically everything was done off of the spot board, so you would never really work out of a bucket back then. That to me is more of a modern way of doing it. You know, everything went on the spot board and you just took it off with the trail. So yeah, so I've been around for a long while doing it. That's why I look so good for 35. Anyway, look, enough waffle from me. I will see you all later on. Have a great rest of your weekend. Take care.